A new generation of lost souls. The small town of Ashwood had once been vibrant, a tapestry of bustling markets, church bells ringing in harmony, and families gathered on front porches. But as years turned into decades, something shifted. The newer generation, disillusioned by the hollow promises of the world, turned inward, seeking meaning in the fleeting comforts of material wealth and trends. The town's steepled church, once brimming with life, now sat nearly empty, a mere echo of its former self. Among this generation was a young man named Ethan, burdened by questions he could neither silence nor resolve. Though surrounded by friends, he felt a cavernous emptiness within, as though his soul were adrift in uncharted waters. One night, as he gazed out over the endless rows of darkened streets, he whispered, "What is the meaning of all this? Why does it feel as though we were made for more than this world offers?" His voice carried on the night wind, as if the heavens had been waiting for him to ask. "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled." Matthew 5:6. The call to seek Ethan's journey began with a dream, a vision of a broken road winding through a barren wilderness. Along the path stood an old man holding a weathered book. "Seek ye the old paths," the man said, his voice firm yet gentle. Ethan woke, heart racing, and the words reverberating in his mind. Desperate for answers, he searched for the phrase and found it in the book of Jeremiah. "Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways, and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls." But they said, "We will not walk therein." Jeremiah 6:16. When Ethan shared his vision with his friends, their response mirrored the verse. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Romans 1:22. Deep within, Ethan knew he couldn't turn away, for he had found a sliver of hope, a light in the darkness. One Sunday morning, long before dawn, Ethan found himself walking toward the old church. There, he met an elderly woman named Clara, one of the few who still faithfully tended to the sanctuary. She listened intently as Ethan poured out his confusion and despair. Clara opened her Bible to Matthew 7:13-14. "Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." She explained, "Ethan, this generation has been lured by the broad way, comfort, instant gratification, and self-reliance. But the narrow path, though difficult, is the one that leads to eternal life." She continued, sharing the hope of Christ. "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. The revival begins. Ethan's transformation sparked something remarkable. With Clara's guidance, he began holding small gatherings, inviting others to join him in seeking the truth. They studied scriptures that spoke of the fleeting nature of worldly pursuits, such as, "Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth." Colossians 3:2, and, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" Mark 8:36. Slowly, others began to feel the conviction that had stirred in Ethan's heart. As the movement grew, Ethan often reminded them of God's promises. "And ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart." Jeremiah 29:13. Over time, what began as a single question in a young man's heart blossomed into a revival. Ashwood streets filled again, not with fleeting pleasures, but with the sound of hymns and shared prayers. The church bell once more tolled joyously, calling all who would listen to the old paths.